All right,
We're back.
hey, welcome back.
Let the frivolity
Wait, we
begin.
were getting applause for the whole sound check.
There it is. Yeah.
There it is. Nee and Fee Brotherhood. Just remember,
We're
at the
live
end
in
of
the
the show,
basement.
if you like what you see, what you hear, you give us a thumbs up, subscribe, comment. Good or bad.
Yeah.
You're not going to scare us. We're not scared because we will get out of the car. We have a special guest tonight. This is Little Fee.
Hello, everyone. Thank you.
A few episodes ago, you heard me telling a lot of stories regarding her. And I think it's interesting to have her to get her take on these stories because obviously, as a father, my take is probably completely different than the way she sees it.
Most likely.
Yeah. So one story I want you to tell, which I might not have, is when you and your when you were in high school and you snuck into the church. Do you remember this?
Yes.
Can you tell that story?
Okay. It was, so I went to Catholic school, first of all.
Yeah, which costs a lot of money.
Yeah. And after sports, we would have to, well, before sports, actually, after school, we had like 2 hours to kill. So me and my friend, who were both crazy, I guess you could say, we were so bored. We were like, let's just walk around, la la la. We saw the chapel. We were like, oh, you know what? We never go in here. Let's just like go in. We walk in, and we're like, ooh, like what's behind, the
Curtain
altar?
number one.
Like we never see that stuff when we're in church. It's like hidden. So you're like, let's just go back there. And we went back there. We went through everything, the drawers, all the crosses,
God.
the bags of communion.
Did you
And
take a host? Did you taste the wafer?
no, no. I think we felt a little too bad, but we put all the priests' cloaks were nice and like lined up. We were like, let's just put them on, and we put them on, and we're in the back dancing, taking pictures.
Oh, you were dancing?
Wow.
We were taking pictures and videos. We have a picture like this.
Did you have music playing?
No, we had to be quiet. Like,
But you were dancing.
Yeah, but like not to music. We were just like
You're
playing
going
around
you're
in
going
the
to hell.
priest robes. Yeah,
I'm
so
the new pope. I'm the popess.
yeah,
the popus.
yeah. It was not right of us. But,
Wasn't too
it's
holy.
fine.
It wasn't kosher.
Not holy of us. No.
Yeah, that school was horrible though. Catholic High was horrible.
I loved it.
Horrible.
Were the nuns nice?
We didn't have any. Just
Oh.
one priest. Yeah, they were a bit tough. Like one time we got in school suspension because the cheerleaders used to be mad that we would move their mats when we had volleyball practice. So their mats would be lined up. We're like, we have volleyball, and we're like moving them to the corner. Like, get out of here. You don't need the gym.
Of course not.
No. So there was like talks all around the school, like, oh my God, don't touch our mats. They were tweeting, like, hashtag don't touch our mats. Like, we were like, what the hell? These girls are stupid. So one day before volleyball practice, when we had time to kill, all their mats were in the cafeteria, like stacked up. So we were like, let's just be assholes right now. And we went in.
You can't swear.
Oh, I can't?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, fuck that.
Wait, can I?
Because then Giovanni has to fucking bleep it out.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Bullshit.
Like that.
Yeah.
So we go in the cafeteria, we see their mats, and we're like, all right, let's just mess with them. So me and my two girlfriends climb up these mats. They're so high. And we're just sitting on there. We have our volleyball knee pads on. We're like, perfect. Can I actually swear?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, not
you
really.
totally can.
So we took a picture, and we were like,
Yes.
First, that's not swearing. Just
okay,
FYI.
whatever. Kind of same thing.
That's miming.
So then we posted that on Twitter.
If you were Marcel Marceau, that would be swearing. Yes.
He
I
would
don't know who
flip.
that is. Who's that?
He would wear,
That's my middle name.
Oh.
Rodney Marcel Marceau.
Marcel.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah.
So we posted a picture like that on Twitter back at them and
Yeah.
said, hashtag FTM, Hashtag fuck the maths.
Oh,
Okay.
And what happened? We get called down to the friggin' principal's office.
Oh, was it on camera?
Well, yeah, it was posted on Twitter. So that's our fault, but whatever. The cheerleaders were so mad. They went to the coach went to the school, then they called us down.
now when does mom and dad know?
I never knew
Never,
that.
Oh.
never,
I never knew that.
never. So we go in, they're like, okay, like you gotta just like, you're gonna file all these papers all day. So we just sat there filing papers. Our religion teacher came down and she literally said to us, "Yous better go sit in the chapel and think about what you did."
Use better?
Yes, she
Yous.
had like this Irish crazy accent, which I can't do, but that's exactly how she said that. So we were like,
Wow.
we had to sit right inside the chapel for a little, just sitting there trying not to laugh at each other, and then just stuffed papers for the rest of the day. And we were like, this is ridiculous.
Yous better go down to the chapel. A peep peep, the doodly doo.
And eat this cabbage.
And that's just how
Peel the
ridiculous this school
potatoes.
was.
You're a good skin.
You're a good
that's how
climber.
she
That's what's
talked.
saving you this time. You're a wee good climber.
That's exactly how she talked. So,
Yeah.
What grade is this?
I was a senior in high school.
Oh wow.
So at that point, I was on my way out. I
You're
was
ready
like,
to
whatever.
You're hitting the big picture.
Right.
So the first 2 years of high school for her, in September they have the open house where they have the parents come in.
Yep.
And you meet all the teachers and they give you the curriculum for the year. Well, it's 102 degrees out still, and there's no air conditioning in this school whatsoever.
Oh, thanks.
So me and her mom would go, and we would sit there at the desk in the classroom. And it's like 95 degrees with no air movement. The teacher stands in the front with 2 fans blowing on them. And and Rod, I'm sitting in this class. I'm like,
You ready to pass out?
and like she's reaching over, like I'm like, how could anybody fucking stay awake in here?
Yeah.
It's a sauna.
Then in the
I sent
morning,
my kid to a sauna.
sauna high.
Sauna high.
Then in the morning, you drop her off, and there's a teacher out there directing traffic, whatever, getting everybody going.
Yeah.
And there's one guy, he was a
Oh, my Spanish teacher.
no, it was
Yes.
a white guy.
Yes, he was my Spanish teacher.
Oh, really?
Yes,
And he was white.
and he was.
Yeah. So he would stop and talk
From
to
the
this one
Caucasus
guy,
Mountains.
Mercedes of the Mercedes construction. So he'd stop and talk to him, lean in his car. Meanwhile, there's 100 cars up the driveway, down the main street. It was on the main street, all the way down the main street, and I'm fucking freaking out. She's like, just let me, I'm gonna get out here. I'm gonna get out here. So then I would get up there. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, man? I said, we're all fucking waiting up here.
Ah, the Melfies are here.
No, it was so bad.
So tell
Wait,
Tell-
did Ed go there too?
no, Eddie went to Stanford High.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
Fuck this.
better off. Better off.
She should have went, but
We paid for what? No AC,
correct.
no real coaches.
Yeah, sports is horrible.
But
I almost had her in Stanford High. I almost convinced her mom.
They're the Black Knights, right?
Yes.
You can't be a Black Knight. Can't be Alexis Black Knights.
Well,
Her
I
softball
almost,
picture.
very
and I
almost.
had her
Very
after
close.
she was going to Catholic High, and I got her a tryout with Stanford High because we were going to move her.
Nice.
Yeah, but what happened? How come you stayed in Catholic High?
I don't know.
You don't? You want me to tell the story?
You can.
Okay. Here's what happened.
Who'd she punch?
I really don't even remember.
Her mom was on board with sending her to Stanford High,
Oh, nice.
which would have been 1,000 times better for her.
Yep.
Not just because of sports, because you're more apt to get a scholarship
Yes.
through Stanford High, and I mean Catholic, whatever. So she's on board with it. So then one night, I get a call from her mom. You need to come here and talk to your daughter.
Oh.
Now I know when it's my daughter,
She's done something bad.
the shit is going down. Yeah,
Was there soap opera music in the background?
it should have been. Do you have any soap opera music in that thing? No. All right.
You're a daughter. is a bitch.
Yeah. Whenever it's,
Honestly, yeah.
you need to talk to your daughter. Here we go. I'm stepping into a hornet's nest.
My daughter is an angel.
So I go to the house, and what happened was, your boyfriend snuck in.
Oh God, that was even high school.
Yeah, the boyfriend sneaks into the house. Her stepfather, or no. Your mom came down to get a glass of water overnight. Here's something,
God, I can't.
and she was in like the old mother-in-law apartment.
Oh, okay.
She goes in there. She's like, "What's that noise?" And she knew someone was there. So then the stepfather comes down, opens the closet, and here's this fucking kid. What was his name?
I don't think we should say it. Leo. We'll say Leo.
Layout. That's what it was.
Laid out.
Layout. He's
Punched out.
he's in the
That
closet.
was awful.
So
What kind of noise was it? Please don't fight me.
No, he just came down right out of bed, like just because my mom was freaking out, and he just literally just boxers comes running down, starts ripping open doors, and I'm like, oh fuck,
yeah.
my life's over.
Yeah.
And
So he takes this kid home.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Then I get the call. Your daughter. Okay. So I go there, and they tell me what happened. I said, well, did they have their clothes on?
ew.
I assume you got out of the car, right?
I got out of the car, yeah.
Definitely got out of
Because
the car.
I was
This
not scared. And
Hey,
so, yes, the clothes were on. So, okay. So
one. So we're good.
I asked my daughter, I said, all right, well, let's go. I want to talk to him. Where does he live? Now, I already knew where he lived.
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Research.
Yeah, come on. Come on. You're
Parental
spending time with my
research.
daughter. I know everything about you, motherfucker. So
I already
I'm
know
like,
he lives in Rudna Court.
and he has selling sneakers.
Yes, he is.
So I said, where's he live? And she's like, well, I don't know. I said, you don't know?
He's a stranger.
I'm like, I said, all right. I said, well, come on, we're going anyway. So she kind of tells me he lives by Stanford High. So I'm like, which house? I don't know. So I think I pulled in. So now it's it's like a double duplex kind of a thing. So when you walk in, there's 2 apartments there. Up the stairs, 2 more apartments like that. So we walk in. Now it's late at night. It's late. I said, which apartment is his? That I don't know. And she wouldn't tell me.
Okay.
I'm like, I'll start knocking on all the fucking doors. I don't care. So
You're going to go all Goodfellas? Yeah. Jeannie Matacuso. She's sleeping with my husband.
the girl in apartment 4 is a
She's
hooah.
hard. Leo laid out. He's a whore.
Excuse me, which one has the chicken parm with the Kraft singles? That's an easy tell.
That's easy.
That'd be apartment 3.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it's up. So we go upstairs. I knock on. Yeah, that worked out for that though.
That was perfect.
that was
Yeah.
good.
So the mother opens the door, and I tell her who I am, and I say, "You know my daughter, right?" She's like, "Oh," in Spanish.
She's an angel.
No, this woman had no idea what he was saying. There's no way. There's
Okay,
no way.
whatever.
Oh no, ICE is here.
Yeah, that's what she probably thought.
So I tell her, I was like, "Do you know your son snuck out of the house tonight into my daughter's house?" And she goes, "No, no,
Not Leo.
my son has been home all night." I was like, "No, he hasn't." She's like, "Un momento, por favor." So she closed the. You hear her?
Yeah.
You're running around.
She knocked, and she's like, "Lay out," and he's like, "What?" Alexis, here with her father.
With the poppy.
Dude, complete silence.
No
So,
soap opera music.
No. Yes. Holy fuck, dude. Yes, crickets. So
The lights go off.
so they come back to the door with him,
Oh my god.
and there's shit that happened before this, but I'm like, hey, the famous layout. I was like, you didn't tell your mom you snuck out of the house and blah, blah, blah. And she's standing there. And I said, what'd I say to him?
I don't even know.
I was like,
I blacked out.
yeah. Yeah, she was there the whole time.
Yeah, I'm trying not to cry.
Hyperventilating.
So I told him, I said, this happens again. I said, you play soccer for Stanford High, right? He's like, yes. And like the whole time he's looking down. I was like, look at me when I'm talking to you. I said, this happens again. I'm going to break your fucking legs. No more soccer. You got me? He's like, yes. I was like, look at me, motherfucker.
Trying to figure out which leg you're going to break, sir.
Yeah. So that's why she didn't go to Stanford High School. Because her mother thought, oh, she goes to Catholic
That's
High.
not why.
Yes, it is.
No.
Absolutely, it is.
No.
Absolutely.
No, I'm
I
gonna,
don't think
Because
so.
she didn't want you with 500 kids in your class. She
That was-
wanted you with like 5
200.
kids in your graduating class. Because
I
they
guess.
could keep a better eye on her. Yeah. Meanwhile, she's breaking into the fucking church,
Now she's dancing with God.
eating the host, drinking the wine, drinking the beeson.
The host
No.
with the most, with the toes.
Jesus.
He's my best friend.
Jesus.
Jesus. Give me Jesus,
Oh my
boy.
God.
He's the most Jesus in the world.
Jesuso, boy. What's wrong with you, man?
Oh my
Holy
God.
crap. Oh, that hurt.
Oh my God.
That was a good one.
Now I'm
That
gonna
was a good one.
defend daughter Lex. Now was he a nice boy
Yeah.
No.
in retrospect?
Yeah, but I was so
Or were you-
young when
were you
that happened.
rebelling?
It was maybe, I don't know,
A little rebelling.
maybe bowl.
Okay.
No, but I was happy I stayed at Trinity. I kind of
Oh, I'm
wanted
sure
to.
you were. Sure you were.
No, I
but-
said I wanted to
It-
because listen, I met my friends there, and then I had all my friends at Stanford High.
And it would have been the same if you went to Stanford High.
Right.
But I would have had my friends that I had at Trinity.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Now how does it compare athletically?
It doesn't.
There's no comparison.
No.
No. Guys sports, yes.
Well,
For guys, okay.
Trinity
basketball
Trinity
and
was
football
better.
because Catholic High would pay for tuition for these
Like
for like
the Milo CC years.
for yes.
Oh yeah, we had like 2 kids from
That's
like
when-
Nigeria come to play
Oh my God.
basketball. They
Yeah,
were like
exactly.
7 feet tall.
And Stanford High cannot do that.
No.
West Hill cannot do that.
Oh, not at
no,
all.
but yeah, women's sports.
Darien
no.
does that.
Yes, and Greenwich football from Portchester.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get
Yeah.
those motherfuckers from Rudner Court.
Yeah. If they can't sell sneakers, they'll wear them.
Okay, that was dumb. I'll admit that was very dumb.
Jesuso, boy.
Boy, look who's in trouble today.
I'm gonna be singing that for 3 days.
That was Eddie.
All right, so
That was Eddie.
tell them about the sneakers
And
that you
how
bought
does
off
this
of Facebook
start?
Marketplace.
It.
Like
yeah.
at this
I'm
point, do
inter-
you know what Rudner Court is or no?
I don't. Was it in
assuming
Rudner
it's-
Court? It was.
I
right?
don't know.
Yeah, it was.
It was somewhere, yeah, in Norwalk where they were like, absolutely not.
Like you knew the reputation, or your parents
I
told
didn't.
you? Oh, okay.
No, yeah, my mom did.
Yeah, I'm interested to hear her side of the story.
All right. This is
You all
good.
right?
No,
over
I
there?
was just being a bitch, and I was like, I'm old enough. I can go. It's fine. I'm gonna go pick them up. I want them. She's like, no, like throwing a fit, but I was not having it with them because then I was getting annoyed with them. So I was like, you know what? Like, I'm going. So I just got in my car. I put my phone on airplane mode because I know they track me, Life 360, like
Yep.
every single move. So I'm like, I know it's gonna give my mom a heart attack, so I'm gonna do it. And I didn't even go to eat with a friend. I went down the street, 3 minutes away to Marshall's, and I just went shopping. I shopped for like
Yeah.
an hour, hour and a half.
This is the escape mode, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I was like, whatever. She thinks I'm in Norwalk, but here I am just shopping at Marshall's.
And you know you're being tracked, so what trouble can I be in?
Right. And she can't find me, so I know she's panicking,
She
which is
didn't-
not
yeah,
nice.
She definitely didn't know she was at Marshall's.
Yeah, which is not nice of me. But actually, Eddie texted me when I was at Marshall's because he's a good brother. And he was like, hey, what's going on? I was like, what are you talking about? And he was like,
Just a
Dad
heads up.
knows you went to Norwalk to buy
really?
sneakers.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, come down here, motherfucker. I never knew that.
Just
He's
a
a
heads
good
up,
brother.
Alexis.
And I was
You
like,
might be homeless tonight.
I never knew that. You
no, so I was
motherfucker.
debating coming home. I was like,
Yeah.
what do I do? And I'm like, well, I gotta come back at some point, and I know Dad is not gonna leave until I come back. So I'm like, let me just rip the Band-Aid and just drive freaking home.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Eddie was like, yeah, like we're here, blah, blah,
Oh,
blah.
really?
And I was
You
like,
little
ugh.
motherfucker.
I know. So I was like, fuck.
He made sure he had a front row seat.
Oh, he was happy.
No,
as
he was
fuck.
probably still so happy because he knows I was panicking inside. So I was like,
Oh.
are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Like,
he's
what the
like,
heck?
he's like, are you gonna go to Norwalk? I was like,
I think
no,
you should.
no, because I didn't want to drive around looking for a car.
No.
I was like, let's go to her house. He was like,
That sounds like Eddie.
it was like a parade. Ba, ba, da, ba, 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 da,
He
ba.
had the entire band come. Alexis, we're having a party.
There should have been.
JESUS, oh boy.
There should have been because
Can we
everyone was
text him
there.
down here? We
Nah,
text
he's sick. You know.
Oh, is he?
I think he has COVID, actually.
Ew.
Wah, 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 wah.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. So Eddie's telling you that we're on our way, whatever.
Yeah, so I was like, well, I'm just going to come back. And then I pulled down the street and I'm like, all right, where's his car? Where's his truck? I'm like looking for Dad's car. And then all of a sudden I pull in and skirt right behind me, pulls in the freaking driveway. I'm like, great, here we go.
Police sirens.
I know. I was like, oh my God, I was being like watched. Yeah, so then they came.
Because I told my son, I said, look, we're not going to park on the driveway because if she drives by and sees my car, she's going to keep going.
Yeah, I would have.
Yeah.
But I knew I just had to get it over with. So then, yeah, you came up to the car. I got out of the car.
Eventually.
Okay.
You don't remember sitting in the car with
Because
your
he's
window
this
up?
close to the car. And I'm like, great, he's going to like pull me by my hair. So
I'm
I
not
don't
scared of
even know.
you. You know, I'm not scared of
But then,
you.
yeah.
Did
and
you
I
say
know-
that?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
then you know what? I was like, okay, I am like 22 years old now. I'm a grown woman.
Grown.
I can do this.
I don't pay taxes, but I'm grown.
Yeah.
Or rent or bills. But
I'm buying sneakers off Facebook.
I don't know what
Right.
rooting our court is, but I'm grown.
I'm grown.
Yeah.
Grown ass.
but yeah, then we
Do
went
you know what
inside.
rooting a court is? Okay.
Of course
I
do.
don't.
All right.
Is that like the
It is
equivalent
It
to
is.
Con Ave?
It's
Oh,
West
it's
so
worse than
sketchy.
Con Ave.
It's
It's worse.
it's so
well, the
sketchy.
'70s, like when we were kids, that's when it was murders.
Yeah.
Well, that's when the big
Well-
the two brothers were first bringing coke, and one was from Vietnam. That's the whole tie-in to
Frank
Denzel,
Lucas.
Frank Lucas. Not that they were tied into
Yeah,
them,
yeah.
but they were doing similar stuff. They were killing people on spot,
Well, bro, when
in
my-
front of people, and daring them to to the police.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So that's Frank Lucas.
Well,
yeah.
my son went to preschool at I forget the name of the place, but it was on the other side of the fence of Rudner Court.
Oh,
So this is he was
he's right there.
5 or 6, so that's 2006 or 7. They locked the school down one day, and they call me. Look, we locked the school down. We'll tell you when you could come get him. Okay. So I find out from a cop that some guy climbs over the fence from Rudner Court, tries to get into the school. He's covered in blood.
What?
A victim, or he's a
They call the cops. Cops come. Ambulance comes. They get him in the ambulance. It wasn't his blood.
It wasn't his blood.
He wiped out like a family in an apartment.
What?
That's Rudner Court.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it was the wrong family.
Yeah, so probably don't go there again.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
Well, no. Well, now they have Norwalk PD as a station.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's a police, like whatever you want to call it, there.
It's always been a notorious bad spot for
Yeah.
Norwalk.
Bad for drugs.
Yeah.
You remember when the beach, Norwalk Beach, you couldn't go down there? That was all Rudner Court, and then they ran them all out.
Oh,
of there.
really?
Yeah, you couldn't go there at night. Same thing by Shenanigans. All that. What is that called? That street?
Oh,
You know, the old Black Bear,
Yeah,
Washington
yeah.
Street.
Washington
that
Street,
was
yeah.
controlled by, then eventually they ran them out.
Oh, I didn't know
yeah.
that.
Is that by Sono?
Yes,
Yeah.
Sona. Yeah.
Yeah,
it was
when
bad. It was
when
bad
you
in
go
the
past
70s.
Sono, you make the left, and all the bars are on at one street, and then you hit
Oh,
the
yeah.
drawbridge.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Going to the.
what else happened that night after that? After you got out of the car? Do you-
We walked in, and then everyone came downstairs.
Everybody was happy.
Everyone's watching.
All the brothers,
the
the
siblings
sisters.
are watching. Like,
Aunts and uncles are now there.
yeah, everyone's yelling. Mom's yelling at me, then you're yelling at me, and then I'm just sitting in the corner trying not to
You can't hit me, you know.
cry and like freak out at the same time.
No hitting.
Well,
Yeah.
I told you. I know I told the story before. When she was little, like just going to like preschool, her mom would call me at like 9:30 every morning. I was just sitting down for meetings when I worked at the hotel, and every day was the same. Hello? You need to talk to your daughter
At 9:30.
at 9:30 in the morning. Here we go.
God.
Now it's my daughter, so some
course.
shit must be going on. I'm like, what's going on? She won't get dressed. She won't make her bed. I said, well, smack her. I do. We'll smack her harder. I do. And she just laughs at me when I hit her. She's just like you.
I used to hit you too, and you used to laugh.
She's just like you. I said, well, lock her in the fucking closet. That'll teach her.
Oh my god!
All right, put her on the phone. And I hear in the background. Alexis, your father's on the phone. And she gets on the phone.
Father.
Hello.
She sounded like Elmer Fudd. Oh, father.
You wascal.
Mudda
you
is
wabbit.
up to stuff. Mudda is a wascal.
I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
no.
I said, just get dressed. Take your blanket, throw it over your
Banky.
bed, and go to school. Okay. But every day.
Every day is the same.
Every
Wascal.
And then her stepfather at that time would always tell me, he goes, Ed, Alexis the other fucking day, I wanted to fucking smack her, which he knows he can't, and he never
Do that.
did.
Yeah.
Correct? He never hit you.
No.
No comment.
No, he knew he couldn't, and I respect that. And yeah, this, that, and she was fucking yelling. She doesn't listen. I was like, I told him, I said, call me. I lived 3 blocks away. I mean, I still do, pretty much. I said, call me. I gave him my phone number. He said, I have no problem coming over there. I said, I could probably straighten it out on the phone. So he called me once. And then I found out something else happened. And I said, how come you didn't call me? Well, my ex-wife wouldn't allow him to call me.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. But she could call me.
Maybe that one wasn't that bad. That's why.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't that bad.
Yeah. No, because all my mom would do is try to put soap in my mouth.
What? Wait, what?
What?
Yeah, and I was just like,
What
that
is this,
doesn't do anything for me.
1922?
Yeah, she would chase me around the condo with soap, and I remember one time she was
Wait, what
literally-
did you say?
I have no idea, but I
You
just
wabbit, you can't catch me.
My name is Elma J. Fudd, millionaire.
Millionaire.
I own a mansion and a yacht.
Esquire.
she would try. Yeah, she would do that all the time, and we would fight, and I would like fight her back, and sometimes it would like go up my nose, it would get
Alexa,
in my eye.
when was the first time you ever swore in front of mom or dad? What age?
I actually was pretty good about that. Probably not
okay.
until like late high school.
All right, that's good.
I think so.
Yeah,
I tried to be
I agree.
respectful
Yeah,
because I went to Catholic school.
No
Just
F-bombs.
kidding, but
yeah.
no.
But the thing
Not at
that
all.
always confused me was I would hear this shit from her mother, from the stepfather. I never dealt with that. with her or my son. Ever. I never had an issue with either one of them. And then apparently she turned into fucking Beelzebub.
As soon as you rounded the corner.
Yeah. And I'd be like, I don't understand that because I don't deal with that. And the answer I always got was, because she's scared of you. I'm like, I don't think she's scared of me. Well, whatever.
Whatever works.
Yeah, whatever. Were you scared of me?
Yeah.
Oh, ouch.
Ouch.
I mean you compared to mom, it's like
Did he wear a cowboy
obviously.
outfit?
It is the father's position of
Alexis,
disciplinary.
put the
so.
ice cream back in the
Yeah,
floor.
I agree with you. Yeah, yeah. And I had no problem doing it. But again, I had and I said this in that show. I had a blast with my kids, man. When they were little, never had a problem. I hit her once. I hit my son once.
That's it.
Both when they were coming out of diapers. I told you the story. Yeah, I was giving you a bath and you wouldn't sit down. You wouldn't sit. You're jumping around in the bathtub.
Getting ready for Catholic
Yeah.
school.
Any minute ready
I'm on
to
the altar.
slip, and crack her head on the porcelain. Now I got to deal with that. And out of diapers, and whoosh, you get it on that baby fucking skin, and it's like, yeah, okay, now you understand.
Now you understand.
Now sit down in the
I don't
tub.
remember that.
The same exact thing. Her and my son, same exact thing.
The epidermis.
J-E-S-U-S. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Fucking, that was fucking funny as shit.
oh my god.
God damn. So
We have the trip to cover too.
oh yeah, tell us about Bali and what you
Real-
like.
real-
Why did you go there?
Real quick, Eddie, if you could just check your phone for a second. Thank you.
Okay, I did.
Check it again.
Check it again.
I'm looking at it.
Did you get my text?
Oh,
Bali.
no, I didn't. I'll look right now.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, we just can't see Alexis's face in the camera because the mic
Oh yeah, she doesn't. Yeah. Like this.
Move it.
How about that? Yeah. Oh yeah.
is. No, I would say bring it more
No, do
towards
this
you,
way.
and then
Yeah, she's
Angle it
on
towards
air
your eye.
talent. You don't,
Oh, there we go.
don't block the face.
yeah.
There we go.
That's
Fine.
perfect.
Better, right? That's
Yeah.
a little
Yeah,
Bali.
in-show
close.
editing.
there you go.
Like
Here we
that.
go.
All right,
you
so
got it.
tell everybody about Bali. Why you went and what you like.
So I
what
went
you
because
didn't like.
my best friend from college got scammed out of a job. First of all, so she did.
Scammed.
Yeah, she applied. She did all these interviews, and then they asked for her routing number once she accepted the job,
Uh-oh.
and she gave it to them.
Idiot.
And they tried to take money out of her bank, and she already quit her past job. So then she was like, "F it, I'm going to Indonesia." Like I've always wanted to do it.
Do you know how
So
much she lost?
I think they tried to take out like $5,000, but they didn't because her bank flagged it. Thankfully.
Oh, thank you.
So she went. She lived there for like a few months. So I went to visit her. But it's beautiful, but it's very. I told him it's very, very
Him has a name, you know.
Him.
dad.
Papi.
It's very poor,
Not scared of you.
third world country. I think that was my first time I've ever been in like a third world country before.
Were you nervous or scared then?
Oh yeah,
Really?
because I flew by myself.
Oh, okay. All right.
And how
I
long
s-
was that flight?
Jeez, I can't
The
imagine.
first flight total was 27 hours travel time. You should say 2 flights.
You ever fly that long being in the military? No.
Yeah, it was long.
What's Italy? 9, right?
It's like
8.5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not bad.
Yeah, no, that one's not bad.
Yes, please.
I'm
Oh,
good.
I thought
I'm
those
good,
were.
thank
I
you.
thought those were.
Yeah, what are those then?
Those are
I
empty.
thought those were.
Oh,
We were here at 10 o'clock this morning.
oh, I was still sleeping.
Wake and bake.
Yeah.
But so I land, and honestly, the first night I spent by myself, and I didn't tell mom. or
Don't tell her.
anyone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Don't tell her.
because she was in Bali, and she told me to book my flight to Jakarta. So,
Carter.
so
I've
I
heard of it.
did.
Yeah.
But you get off, and it's like everyone's like swarming you, like taxi, taxi, taxi.
Oh.
This.
yeah.
Oh, because you look American.
Right. American
So-
dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they
Gracias.
honestly, they treat you like royalty because they know you're American. They know you have money. So like the hotel, I was able to get like a private like pickup, drop off, like a nice room. Like they would just appear at my door and be like, robe? Like, towel? And I was like, okay, thank you. But it was beautiful. The beaches there. We flew to maybe like 8 different islands.
I thought the beaches had garbage in them.
At the main public beaches, yes. Ooh. The mountains look so beautiful over the ocean. Like, it looks blue from afar. Like, you're really looking at it. But then you go in and get into the water, and there's just trash everywhere. No. Like, I was swimming in trash. Yeah. That was good.
Swallow my beer, please.
That is such a wah-wah moment.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
I almost fucking lost it on that one.
Like, you look over and there's like
No,
junk.
I'm literally swimming and a wave hits you and then there's like trash all stuck to your back. Yeah, and it's really sad. And
my God, this
why does no one
is
clean
the
up?
tourist experience.
Yeah.
Didn't you tell me the reason, though? Was that you or is it...
Oh, yeah, do they dump in the sea?
Countries pay Indonesia to
trash.
dump their trash. Yeah. So they'll literally just bring their trash and they get paid. All the locals are like, yeah, we're so corrupt, our government's corrupt, like all they just want is money, money, money. So
Yeah,
like,
but
well,
don't
then
they
that makes
dump
sense.
it like in a...
No, because no
landfill?
matter where you walk around town, the beach, wherever, there's trash just like lined up. And I asked my friend, I'm like, there's bags outside of trash. I'm like, who picks this up? And she's like,
Nobody.
no one.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's
Holy
nice. But
shit.
they live in shacks. Their shower is a hose. So I literally would see people sitting there like washing their feet with this hose and then like washing their kids. And they eat rice every single meal. Honestly, that could be like the only thing they eat some days.
But they grew it there. They grow it there.
Yeah. They have like tons of rice fields, but they don't eat out ever. It's just not their thing.
Holy shit.
They walk like barefoot. I don't know.
How were the restaurants?
The restaurants were great.
Yeah.
They're
because they grow all their food there that they serve, correct?
Yes, and a lot of foreigners own restaurants there. So they'll open a burger restaurant or pizza or pasta restaurant, and the food is actually really good. Like
the pizza was good there.
Yeah, like not like here, but like it
everything's
was decent.
imported though. Like steaks or American cuisine is imported. Like
they have cows there.
I don't know. Yeah, they have
You can't kill
cows and
them? I
like
don't know.
cattle.
That's India.
Isn't that like Indonesia the same thing or no?
I don't know.
Can you kill cattle?
I think they do.
Oh, fuck
I
these.
think they do.
Don't you moo me.
But yeah,
Prime rib coming up. Shasha.
JESUS. Oh boy.
Oh boy, cut.
Oh no, Jesus is not there.
Jesus is definitely not there.
No.
Didn't you hear like the
yeah, that's the thing. Like I didn't realize how religious they were.
Oh,
there.
the Muslim call.
Oh my God.
The Muslim call. It's a mosque.
No, it was
The
terrifying.
call to prayer.
calling all Muslims?
Yes. It was literally like that.
Calling all
Megaphone.
Muslims, wake up! It's 5:30.
I can play it. You guys want to hear it?
Yeah, do that.
Okay, what does it sound like?
What's it sound like?
Oh, gosh.
Probably sounds like the beginning to Lion King.
Sounds like sounds like some chick getting strangled.
Jakarta!
Cart this trash away.
JUS.
Oh boy.
Dude, that was funny as shit.
Bali.
Ollie.
Would you go back?
Yeah,
Really?
I would. It's a different. It all depends though where.
Depends on where you go though.
Yeah, but this music. Honestly, not every island in Indonesia though is Muslim. Bali is Hindu,
Hindu, okay.
but the other islands we went to were Muslim, and that's when the mosque music would play. That's why I was like, it was like 4 a.m. I'm like,
But
oh my God, are we gonna die?
Are you like as a Westerner? Like, do you have to cover up like a Muslim woman, or you can be free to dress as you want?
No, we can dress as we want.
Okay.
Do they like look at you and are like, what the heck?
They're
Yes.
totally judging you.
Yeah. But we did go to waterfalls, and apparently those were sacred.
Is it this?
Yes.
Yeah.
But in a man's voice, so it was scarier.
Oh.
Yes. This was playing at 4:30 in the morning, and I woke up in a panic. Was like, "Oh my god, we are getting bombed
We're
right
at
now."
war.
Let me try.
Yes.
Let me
We went
try
to
that
war.
one.
Can you play it through the voice thing?
Oh, I could.
Yes,
Oh my God, you must have been so scared.
yes, just like
scared.
that. Could
I
you
would leave. I
imagine?
would leave. It's
Imagine
loading.
trying to sleep and
No.
then hearing that.
No.
My fight or flight, like
That's the club.
I couldn't.
The club music.
I was terrified. I literally got up and I went into my friend's bed and I was like, I'm sleeping here because do you
Holy
hear
shit.
that? And she's like, oh yeah, it's just their Muslim, like
She would
time
have
to prayer.
protected you.
Everyone to protect you.
Yeah.
Yeah, sleep.
Yeah, she's like, they're just praying. I'm like, what?
For your blood.
That first
I'm
one
like,
that
no,
you
we're
heard,
getting bombed.
it's called Call to Prayer.
Call
Oh,
to
So
prayer.
okay.
it's literally
I've,
like,
So
I've heard
that
that in New York
makes
City.
sense.
yeah.
Yeah, no, and it goes off like 5 times a day. So we're on all our tours and stuff, like, oh, this is so beautiful. And it's like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I asked our tour guide, I'm like, do you have to stop and pray right now? And he was like,
I
oh,
would.
no, I'm working. I was like, oh,
I have to
all
chop up
right.
the cows, so no.
Yeah, that was the scariest part.
shit.
But we did go to a waterfall, and if you wanted to go swimming in it for the women, you
can't.
you didn't have to, but you had to wear this, what do they call it?
Like a veil
Like
or a
a-
shawl or something.
Oh, yeah, do you wear a shawl?
A
on your
sarong.
shoulders?
It was a sarong,
Sarong,
a sarong.
yeah,
So I'd like
okay.
tie it around and like wrap it around me. So it was like going in the water with like clothes on. It felt very weird.
Wow.
But yeah, that was the only time. And then he made us like splash our face with the water. He was like, "Oh, holy water."
Oh,
We're
you go like this.
okay.
With both hands, yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, drink it." I was like, "No,
no.
I'm good. That's
It's-
where
no.
that's where I draw the line."
Isn't that part of the prayer process,
Yeah,
though?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
So we did a move with Cliff, and they parked or prayed to the mats right out his truck.
Yeah.
And I was getting mad. I wanted to get out of there. I was like, Cliff, what the fuck? And Cliff, you know, he can be angry sometimes. He's just like,
Yeah.
no, they're just praying. Like he was totally whatever.
Ah.
Cliff, we're here to do a move.
He's got nothing else to do.
But it was time is money. Like it's going to cost these people more money. He's not like that. He's not going to ring up the bill.
Yeah.
And it's like when they're done, they're done. And it's just like, I cannot believe because I was ready to take a baseball bat and just start fucking beating Muslim ass. This is outrageous, and it doesn't matter. Like you have to understand,
Yeah.
Yeah.
in New York City, in the middle of the street, that this is their time.
Yeah,
And
no,
the
they don't
mosque
care.
is here, and the move is right there. So they were 100 people in the street.
Yeah, we even lived on a boat for like 3 days, and our tour guides were the locals, but they would stop and pray. So like me and my friend would be walking around in, like a bikini with our speaker, playing like rap music, like ready to go tan. We're like, woo, let's go up and tan. And then we're like walking by, and our tour guide is just like sitting there, like in his prayer, and we're
We lost
playing
him.
like Drake, and we're like, oh, are we disrespectful?
Is
right
it Susie?
Yeah.
Is it Allie?
now? But yeah, they don't care. They have to stop and
Yeah. Oh, you have
and just
to
do
yeah.
it. But they're the nicest people. They're the poorest people. But they are so nice. So nice.
What was the best part?
It was probably the boat.
The boat. Okay.
Yeah, oh my God, we had this family from Switzerland. They brought their newborn baby, not really newborn, not even 1 year old, probably. And then like a 3-year-old. And they're screaming on the boat the whole time. And they want to do the excursions, obviously. They want to go snorkeling, they want to cliff jump, blah, 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 hiking.
Right.
They left those babies on the boat with all the tour guides.
Oh
They
my
would just
God,
be like, okay,
really?
we want to go, here you go, and hand the baby off.
Yeah, I don't get that at all.
That's fucked up.
And we were like, and we were talking, they were like, how long have you been on this boat? They were like, oh, 4 weeks now.
Wow.
We were like, and the locals are just so nice. They take them, they're like playing music with them, but they're just like here.
Baby, there is no God.
Give me baby infidel.
Infidel.
Yeah, they don't even speak English, so
There
it's
is
like
no
they're just holding these babies.
Jesus.
Like,
Oinky boinky, no God.
All right, hold on. We gotta wrap up this show. We're at 45 minutes
Are we really?
already.
that's crazy.
We'll do a part 2.
Part 2 with Lexi.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
I almost spit out my beer before. Again, thanks, Little Fee. Again, if you like what you see, what you hear, give us
Bali.
the thumbs up. Yeah. Subscribe. Comment. Good or bad, it doesn't
Fuck
matter.
you.
You're not going to scare us because
We're
we
going
will
to get out of the car.
Rod, give it to him.
The Brotherhood has spoken in Bali. Bali.
Even in